Okay, question from Nick. Actually, several questions from Nick. He says, Andrew Morris and CJ Culpepper. What
That's
are
not
the
a question. Oh, okay.
Andrew Morris and CJ Culpepper, ellipses. What are the odds they move to the bullpen and can be weapons for the major league team? And then he says, my prediction this year is that Charlie Soto reclaims top 100 status. Then he also asked about Danny De Andrade. Can he make a jump this year to be a prospect again? Let's start at the beginning. Andrew Morris and CJ Culpepper, because Rye also asked about Andrew Morris and said, when he makes his major league debut, I like that optimism, in 2026, will it be as a starter or as a reliever? So let's talk about Morris first. What say you, Jeremy?
I mean, just based on the amount of starting pitchers that I feel like the Twins have that are good options, I would guess it would be as a reliever. I do think there's a path as a starter if they move, some of the guys that we've talked about a bunch into a different role, like Mick Abel and I can't find who I'm looking for on this list.
Taj Bradley?
And David Festa to me are two guys that could thrive right now in late innings. And so if they make that switch early, then Andrew Morris jumps up from, ninth or 10th on the depth chart to 7th on the depth chart, and then he could be a starter in a spot, right? But it's so hard to know what they do with the other guys. I think it's probably more likely that Morris makes his debut as a relief pitcher, just based on a lot of things. CJ Culpepper is a little bit different. He missed a bunch of time. He had some elbow stuff. Has just a deeper mix of pitches that I think it makes more sense to leave him starting at least, in the season of 2026.
I kind of agree and kind of disagree completely. So I agree with the short-term thing on CJ Culpepper of like he needs innings, deep arsenal, etc. However, he does have a major problem with maintaining velocity through starts. He's also struggled to like totally hone his arsenal in a really effective way with consistency. And so I just wonder if reducing to like 3 pitches from 6 might help a little bit. Morris, I agree with you just in terms of the depth chart. However, he is just such a solid starter candidate. I do feel like he is at the top of the guys at St. Paul who aren't in the mix to start the season with a big league team, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
so we have a rotation plus like 2 more guys who are going to have to start in St. Paul pending trades. Morris is next up for me. He holds his velocity well. He, I think, made some progress with some of the breaking pitch stuff in the second half of last season. I know he missed some time too, but we'll be interesting to see both those guys. Morris should definitely debut in 2026. CJ Culpepper should be on the cusp, pending having a healthy season. So that will be interesting.
How differently do you view Travis Adams from Andrew Morris?
I think Andrew Morris is quite a bit better than Travis Adams.
As
far as everything, as far as better arsenal, as far as velocity, Morris has been up to 98 when he lets it eat. Travis Adams is nowhere near that type of velo, and I like Travis Adams decently, but to me, he's never going to surpass being a max 4 inning guy, spot start guy / swingman type role, and that's completely fine. I think Morris can hold down a role in the back end of a major league rotation and give you 160 to 180 innings, 4.5 ERA, and that's going to accrue you plenty of value. Be, an average big league starter. So we'll see.